Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Just Be, where just being yourself is enough. I'm Etienne.
And I'm Domingo, and in this channel we are here to support you to just be whoever you want to be.
Yet again, we are in a fashion segment. We're gonna talk about clothes. We're gonna talk about confidence.
Schmata!
What?
Schmata!
Moving on. So today my question is another versus two things. I want to talk about style versus money. Do you know where I'm going from?
Sure.
Like having style, like being able to look good, does that have an incidence or direct link with the amount of money you spend on?
I say no.
What?
No, 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 no.
Do I need to flip my hair? No.
It doesn't mean that you have money, that you have style. A lot of people who are able to afford things, I find that they're very much influenced with what's going on around them, that they haven't really been able to identify and figure out or uncover their style. And to know more between style and fashion, click on the link below.
Yeah.
But I say no.
Because we have people that we know that sometimes we just go to dinner with them and they'll be like, oh, look at my Prada bag, look at my Gucci shoes, look at my Pucci dress, look at my Moschino shirt. And I'm like, why are you just dropping fashion bomb here and there? Like, why do you think those people do that?
Because they want recognition.
So they want approval. No?
Yeah.
And like you said previously, when we talked about the singer that was wearing Chanel head to toe, that was not her style at all. Is designer stuff or more expensive stuff really worth being more expensive?
Yes.
Why?
The quality, the makeup, and how it fits you. So Donna Karan is actually one of those designers that I really, really appreciate, because on the hangers, her designs may look like garbage bags, literally like black garbage bags, but when you don these clothings, when you put them on, the fit, the finish, and the way how it sits on you, it just really hugs you in a way where no fast fashion could ever achieve. And that's why it's couture, that's why it's called designer, because it really does fit. And the composition and the thought process and the concept behind all of these designs are very, very well thought out, that it transcends to the fabrication, the material, the stitching, and how it's being put together as a fashion item, which is something that you can buy on the streets.
And this will make you feel good and this will make you look good at the same time?
That's a great question. So back to the style versus fashion. Style is a mannerism and fashion is something that you can find in the streets. So if your style fits your fashion, whatever the fashion is that you wear, it will always going to make you feel good and look good. Because that's the point. That's why we get dressed, and that's why there's always this, oh, let's get dressed, get my hair did, and nails done, and let's go out. Because societally, it's what it's being called for, so you can celebrate life.
I have another question. Let's say you
But
have
always remember that fashion is an expression of who you are, and not the other way around.
Yeah, that goes with what I want to ask. You have two black dresses.
Yes.
One black dress that is $3,000 from a high designer, and one black dress which look alike that is $22 from Walmart.
Which one would you choose?
Yes.
Dependent.
Like, you would see those two dresses without the name tag. Would you be able to decipher which one is which?
I'd be curious in what your answers are, but for me, I would be able to. But would I choose the $3,000 versus $22? Not necessarily. It depends where you're coming from. What are your budgetary restrictions? What is it for? And what you're wanting to make it up for. I guess the question is it more worth it to buy something that's more expensive than not? Not necessarily, because you can enjoy the same feel, the same look on a $22 little black dress versus a $3,000 little black dress. However, the killer is in the details, okay?
Yeah.
The $3,000 is probably made out of silk. That is all the way from, I don't know, a Thailand silk or a Japanese silk or an Italian silk that is lined, and the threading on the stitching is invisible, but it's also hand sewn in silk thread, which is a thing. The $22 might be viscose or polyester, which doesn't breathe, which is flammable. It could be styrofoam or plastic.
So if a girl decides to try on those two dresses and she happens to look better on the $22 dress,
then if that's what makes you happy, then absolutely take the $22 dress.
and should she be shameful because she decided to
Oh my
buy
God.
$22?
So this is what I want you guys to take away from this is never be shameful if you shop at Walmart, George, or Superstore, Joe Fresh, to designer houses or coutures around the world. No, it's the one that you're putting in your body. If you respect yourself enough to put that stuff in your body, why would you be ashamed of it? But I have a question.
Yeah.
You have a few leather jackets, but I have made you wear and try on that leather jacket that we found at the designer store.
The green one?
Mhm.
Right.
Did you feel the difference when you put it on?
No.
There you have it. So it doesn't matter.
Oops. Was it the wrong answer?
No, there's no such thing as a wrong or right answer.
I just wanted to look good in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I had another question. So, if you go in a designer store and you look at the clothes and you're just like, I'm not impressed, or like it's not my style and I don't want to buy this thing, is it okay to kind of I don't want to say look down on those articles of clothing?
I don't think the attitude going into a store and say, oh, all these designs are not good or these dresses are not cool enough for you. This is the reason why the world is so unique and it's so vast, because we always have access to either fast fashion or just fashion in general. I wouldn't recommend having that attitude going to a store because it limits you from exploring. Always remember, the only constant is change. So if you don't expose yourself to other things, you will never know that other things exist.
And have you ever seen a millionaire person wear Walmart clothing? For
All the
example?
time.
Because, what do you think?
It's either they're very cost effective and they don't really want to spend a lot of money on it. It's not important to them. You'd be curious. There's a lot of people who has a lot of money that fashion isn't important to them. And that's okay.
Yeah.
To me, growing up, fashion has always been my number one priority.
And me, I've worn my big brother's clothes since I was 17. Well, from 0 to 17 years old.
Yeah.
So fashion was not even a word that I knew existed.
So you never should have judgment, right? Judgment with people and judgment with clothes on a rack, because this may not be for you, it could be for someone else. And let's celebrate that, because everybody needs to have options. And it's freedom. It's going back deeper than we're talking about in fashion, right? Or money. It's freedom. Your freedom limits to the freedom of other people. So if you're freedom or free to choose boho chic garments all the time, don't expect that the world is going to cater to that, because my style is very classic. I like black and white. And your style is very hip hop. So if you tell me that we can only sell boho, then we'd be both naked, right? Then our freedom doesn't exist, because your freedom limits my freedom.
And at the end of the day, whether you have an outfit that is like $10,000, whether a $100 outfit, it all goes with styling.
Yeah. It's all about style.
And feeling good about yourself.
It's all about style. So I remember I took one person I know to Hot Topic.
Oh, that, yeah.
And she was very proud that I went in there, because that is way too much color for me. And she was a gothic person. Her aesthetic was very transparently transcendent in that store. And I was really happy for her, because she was kind of like in a candy land, and here I am, totally out of place, but I was wanting her to look a little bit more professional in a way, and we found some stuff in that store that could still be expressive of who she was, but presentable enough in a professional environment.
Oh, so
Yeah.
good.
So don't be afraid, and don't be scared that, oh, I have to belong and wear suit and tie because that's what expected of me.
But that's not you.
But if that's not who you are, styling is gonna help you express who you are, but not waver too far from what is expected of you in the professional world.
One last thing, I think it's a personal thing for me. Am I allowed to be annoyed when someone shoves their brand down my face? Like, oh, hi, this is Gucci, this is Prada, this is this is that.
Well,
I'm just like, where are you going, girl?
so again, you cannot control what other people to you. It's the way how you accept it. So if you are with somebody who has logos head to toe, because a lot of designers are really trying to do this nowadays.
And I don't like it.
And if there's a person that tells you, oh, they dropped their Lady Dior bag on the floor, or they open their wallet and they have to make sure that everybody knows it's Louis Vuitton.
Oh, I dropped my Dior. No, you dropped your handbag. Stop saying you dropped your Dior.
So your reaction,
No?
I don't know. I just feel like it depends on how you feel that way. If you're hangry, then you can do whatever you want, within reason. But
No, I'm just asking myself, like, girl, where does that add the conversation? Where am I supposed to go from there? Tell you that your bag is cute? Well, I don't think it is.
I mean, it depends on how you want to express that.
It's your choice. You bought it for yourself. You didn't buy it for me.
Maybe you're hanging out the wrong crowd. Maybe the crowd that you're hanging with are just buying things to get validation from other people. And that's why they are very trendy, because they want to have the next fashion so that they're getting photographed, they're getting talked about, and then they recycle that emotion of has to be something deeper than just always catching the next.
So they're feeling a
Trend.
void.
Not all of them,
I'm going too deep. I'm sorry.
but it could be, but I don't know. I don't know who these people are, right? So,
No.
and you can't judge. So you know what
Which
I would
I
do?
did.
You know what I would do? I would just run away and not be friends with these people.
Well, at the end of the day, as Domingo said, it's all about styling. It's all about your feeling about the clothing. So whether you want to buy a $300 dress or a $22 dress, as long as you feel good inside of it, the price doesn't really matter, because the only person you need to prove it to is yourself. So don't try to impress the whole gallery. Just buy some article of clothing that you like, because at the end of the day, you're the one wearing it. So if you have any other comment, just put them down the comment section down below. And remember to like our video and to subscribe. It's been Etienne
and Domingo, and always remember to just be you.